welcome to Happy Hands Knitting Podcast. My name is Nadine and I'm coming to you from northern New South Wales in Australia. I live in the Byron Shire and I'm originally from Montreal, Canada. I'm coming up to 13 years I've been living here in Australia. Wow, that's gone by so fast. Crazy. This is a knitting podcast, as the name would suggest. Today I'm going to be chatting to you about two knitting projects. They are both works in progress. One is a tee that I'm attempting to recreate from another tee that I have made. The second one is a pair of socks from 52 Weeks of Socks. And I also actually have a yarn acquisition that I got on Marketplace. So stay tuned and I will chat all about those. But first I'm gonna tell you what I'm wearing. This is another improvised tee that I knit using not this color, but this yarn. It's Katsia linen. Let me see what this color was called because I feel like, oh, it's a number. So sorry, I'm not too sure what this number was. And I, improvised it also kind of loosely based on this other top that I'm going to show you. But I did a little bit different. I did yarn overs for my increases at the raglan and I did a little bit of lace at the bottom. I believe this is called a mermaid lace or mermaid's tail lace. And as well a little bit of a crochet shell stitch. I think I probably wore this the other day or a couple of weeks ago and I've already just recently talked to you about it, but there you go, I'm wearing it again because it's a very similar construction to that one, so I thought it was related. I'm also wearing my chanterelle pants that were designed by Sew Liberated and I sewed them in a 100% linen a duvet cover that I got from H&M a couple of years ago now. Yeah, I love them. They're so cozy. Okay, so knitting project number one. So this is the tee that I am attempting to recreate. I knit this a few years ago and it looks really boxy and square, but yeah, I suppose it is. But what I love about it, it's made out of a bamboo linen blend that I got at the Fiber Shed. I think it's called the Fiber Art Shed. I'll put the name of it right there. And it's so drapey and cozy and comfy. And I just recently discovered that I can wear it this way or even backwards. It looks really nice. And to be honest, I started wearing it backwards because there's, you can see it, some kind of staining. I'm sure it's oil. So yeah, I've just been wearing it backwards. But yeah, does anyone have any good tips on how to get oil out of their clothes, oil stains? Because unfortunately, I have a lot of oil stains on my clothes. I should be a good girl and wear an apron when I cook, but I do not. But I understand why, past generations used to wear aprons a lot, just to keep their clothes nice. People used to want to keep their clothes nice because they didn't have a lot of clothes. Not like today with fast fashion, but yeah, most of the clothes I wear now, like maybe 90% of the clothes I wear now are handmade. So I certainly don't want to get them dirty. So I should probably start wearing an apron. Okay, so this top, like I said, one of my favorites, and it's got just a little bit of a garter on the border, and it's got, magpie just flew by. It's got knit front back increases in the raglan, and I think twisted rib for the cuff. The hem. So it's my favorite. I really love it. I think it looks really stylish. So I'm attempting to recreate it in this yarn, New Arrezzo from Hobbii. And so I'm pretty sure that one might be a different proportion. There's definitely no cotton in the white one, but this one is 33% linen, 47% bamboo, and 20% cotton. That's interesting because it's really not as shiny. It's not as shiny as that one, but maybe after washing it, it might get more shiny. Okay, so I'm almost done the first ball. There's that much left, and it's going really well. Yes. So I started between the raglan stitches here and knit back and forth. In between here and here, knit back and forth, so knit one, purl one, and increasing at the raglan, but also here at the V-neck. And then once my two front bits were equal to the amount of stitches in the back piece, I joined it all in the round. And so now I'm at the bit where I'm knitting at the round, but I'm still increasing at the raglan until I get enough stitches for the armholes, and then I'm gonna cast off the arms. And I'm gonna do the same as I did on this one, which was just a little bit of ribbing as soon as I cast off. Yeah, put the stitches on hold and then pick them up and then just do the ribbing straight away. That looks like twisted rib as well. A few rows and then cast off, because like I said, I love this top. I wanna make sure it's very similar. So what I did was I checked out the recommended needle, which was a 3 or 3.5. So I tried with both to try to get the same gauges here, because unfortunately, I don't remember what needle size was recommended for this, which needle size I used, but I knew that I had to match the gauge. So I tried with both and I met the gauge with the 3.5. So, which is pretty fortunate because that's the smallest size that these interchangeables come in. And yeah, I knit my little swatch and I compared it and it was all good. I'm pretty sure that this top, the neckline looks really huge, but I feel like every time I wash this, it kind of cinches back in. And then after I wear it a few times, it kind of, you know, it really stretches out. So even though when I hold up the two together, this one, the neck doesn't quite look as wide, but I feel like once it's washed, it'll kind of relax a little bit and be a very similar fit. So I'm very excited. I think, I love black tops. I think they look so classy. The only other black top that I've knit for myself is a ranunculus, which I love, but it's very holey. So yeah, it's just at a very much looser gauge than this. This one is like not see-through, whereas a ranunculus, I have to wear something under it. So this is gonna be a bit more practical for hot days, I think, when I don't wanna wear several layers. So yeah, I'm very excited about this. Right now I'm at the very easy bit where I'm just doing knit all the way around with a little bit of interest with the increases every now and then. And yeah, I feel like even though it's on a 3.5, and I don't know, I guess you would call this a sport weight, it's actually going pretty quick. Like I just casted this on this week. So yeah, very happy with how that's going. Okay, so for the socks, I've shared that I'm knitting from 52 weeks of socks. I'm knitting this beautiful pair of socks called Canerva. The recommended sock yarn is Sakya by Coop Knits, and I am using Wild Earth yarns. This is a yarn that was very generously gifted to me by one of my viewers, Kate, that I dyed using acid dye in a color rose. So here's where I'm at. Last week I think I was not even quite done the cuff, but look at the beautiful lace. So it's not lace, it's actually cables, but yeah, they're really, really cool. And then every now and then you've got these guys. Yeah, well, I guess I can't give away the pattern, but they're kind of like baubles, but not really baubles. So it's really fun. That's the back. And now I'm on the heel flap. So if you've been watching my videos, you'll know that I often, let's say 95% of the time, I will do a afterthought heel or a fish lips kiss or a, what's that other one called? I don't often do the heel flap. It's very, very rare that I do a heel flap. I just don't really like the look of it. I think socks kind of look really cute with the heel, especially if you're using a different color, but this one is all the same color. And I just thought, I'm just gonna knit it to the pattern, and yeah. So here we are at the heel flap. Let me tell you, it's really tight. And I think the reason is I am back to knitting continental. So I taught myself how to knit continental. I've knit English style for over 20 years, so it's very fun to learn a new trick. And what I've decided that I really like is to knit, I think it's called, write it down, combination, where you do the purl and you grab the yarn in such a way that it's just easier than purling where you have to drop the yarn down and catch it under. and that way makes your purl stitch twisted on the needle. So when you turn it around, you have to make sure that you go through the back loop. But it also uses less yarn. It creates a tighter stitch, which is, I think, what's going on here, because this is so tight, and even, yeah, to slide it along the needle, especially on the other direction, is really, really tight. But, you know, maybe that's just gonna be good for wear if it's a nice tight fabric in there. So we'll see how that goes. So I guess I'm about halfway finished the sock, I think. So if I have leftover, and I reckon I will, because that doesn't even look like I've gone into it much at all, I'm going to use a leftover of this with my Stephen West Mystery Knit Along Musicale 2025, which I'm participating in. So like I said last week, it's the second time that I've ever done a Stephen West pattern. So I'm very excited, and I just feel like this pink color, if I could get it in there every now and then, I think that I will be very happy with my final color palette. Tune in to last week's episode, I'll put it there, and maybe even the week before, and you can see what happened with my colors. It's a bit of a funny story. So have a look at that. I think it'll be pretty easy for me to incorporate another color. So what I do when I do the Stephen West, or what I did when I did the only other Stephen West make along, was when he releases his video, I guess some people don't like to fast forward to the end, but I straight away fast forward to the end and I have a look at what it's gonna look like, so that I can have a bit of an idea of where to place my colors. I know that kind of takes a little bit of the mystery out of it, but I guess like a little bit of a perfectionist in me likes to see what it's gonna look like before I'm done. I don't wait till the whole thing's over and then I go from there. But every week when he releases a clue, I straight away go to the end and I try to, you know, have a think about which of my colors I wanna put where. So we'll see if that works this time. Maybe it won't, I don't know. I'm not an expert, I've only done one, so. It was the shawlography. Okay, so I do like to browse Facebook Marketplace from time to time, and I couldn't resist getting this yarn. It is BC Gran Allino, and it is 50% linen and 50% cotton, and it's a little bit marled. Now, to be honest, when I bought this, I did not think that this was the color. I'm not sure if she sent me the wrong color, because there was another listing, you know, page 1, page 2. I thought it was gonna be more of a like rusty brick color. So I was kind of hoping that I could, because I have a few balls of this Cassia linen, which I said is this one, that's why I've got it here. And I've got also, I think this is Allino as well, because it is marled as well. I was hoping to stripe them, so I'm not sure about the colors. I really feel this is not my color, but maybe if I have it striped in with some blues, it might work. What do you think? Or I thought, my daughter has been asking me, I'm pretty excited because she doesn't often ask me for stuff, but lately she's asked me to make her a few crochet things. She's going to a music festival and she has in mind to wear crochet shorts, a little crochet hat, and then she also wants a crochet tank, but she wants a beaded one. She saw one in Byron Bay. I'll see if I can get the photo from her and I'll put it up here. And I think she said it was something like $700. And obviously that's way out of budget, but she said, oh, Mom, you can make that for me. And I was like, because it has beads in it. I've actually never made anything with beads in it, knit or crochet. I think that tank is knit. But I thought this might look kind of pretty for her. Like, she's got a different coloring than me. It might be pretty if I put some gold beads with this and made a tank. I thought I could also make a bag, because linen and cotton is a great fiber for bags, like a reusable shopping bag or something like that. So yeah, a few options. Oh, I could also try to dye it. Maybe if I added some red, I don't know. I don't know. So there you go. You know, sometimes you win, sometimes you lose on Facebook Marketplace. I'm not saying that I lost really, but it just wasn't exactly what I was expecting. What can you do? Okay, just a little bit of admin. I think I'm going to go back to making my videos on Saturdays. So not this weekend, but the weekend after is when the night markets start up again in Byron Bay, and my husband usually goes and does the sells our ice cream at the night markets. And so I have the whole house to myself because normally the girls go with him and work with him. So I was thinking about going back to making my videos on a Saturday. So hopefully that will be good. And then I thought, because the Stephen West Mystery Knit Along starts next week on Thursday/Friday in Australia, I thought that will be a good opportunity to make my next video after the clue is released. And yeah, I can chat all about that. So that's pretty exciting. Let me know in the comments if you're going to be participating in the Mystery Knit Along and what colors you've chosen. So exciting. And what else? I just finished watching The Substance. Like literally about an hour ago, I watched it because I had the house to myself again. And while I was knitting on my tea, I thought, oh, The Substance, I haven't seen that. So I watched it. Yeah, pretty, it was a great story. It kind of reminded me of like a short story that was made into a movie. And it went on, it got pretty crazy in the end and very gory. But yeah, it was interesting. Worth a watch if you're not, squeamish. Not scary. It's a horror movie, I guess, but it's not scary, but it's gory. So if you're not into that, I wouldn't recommend it. I finished reading Where the Crawdads Sing, and that book was beautiful. I really loved it. It was very sad, and I don't know, spoiler here if you haven't read it. I've just felt so sad for her, and how she was so betrayed by, I forget his name now, but the boy that she ends up with really, I felt really betrayed her in an unforgivable way, but I guess she's a bigger person than me and forgives him and moves on with him. But it was very beautiful. The ending was kind of cute. I wasn't sure if they needed to add that bit about her being the author of the poems. I don't know. I guess it kind of went in with the little poem that he finds at the end, but it could have been done, I reckon, with just a necklace. So sorry again if that spoiled it. Hopefully you've seen it. If not, oh, also it has been made into a movie, which I should check out if I have on my streaming services, because that would be interesting to watch the movie. And my next book that I'm on to now is the Thursday Murder Club. So that's pretty exciting. I know, has it come out? I know they're making a Netflix series. I'm not sure if it's come out yet. So that'll be really fun too. I'm often drawn to books that I know are made into movies, because I feel like it must be a pretty good book if someone thought that this should be a movie. So let me know down below what you're reading, if you have any good book recommendations for me or movie recommendations. And that's about it. Thank you so much for watching. I really look forward to talking to you next time, because it'll be post Clue 1 for the musicale. So that is super exciting. And yeah, that's it. So yeah, also, I doubt I'll be finished my tea, but I think I'll have made enough progress. That's definitely gonna go on hold once the Clue 1 comes out. And the socks, I think I gotta work on the socks up until the time. So yeah, just also to say, I was gonna finish one sock, weigh my ball of yarn, see if I have enough to make the other sock plus leftover, and then I guess I can wind up the leftover, and then I'll know how much I can use to add to my Mystery Knit Along. I hope that wasn't too confusing. Okay, I'm rambling on way too much. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you next time.